Corrado and I have just arrived at a very special location, and we're about to take a look. However, the cab is 1138.
Me?
Your cab is 1138.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. We are at one of my very favorite places in the whole wide world, Google, which is really cool. Google Canada, specifically, they have a few offices. This is their Toronto office. We've been here before, and we are having meetings about Buffer Festival. Here we are on our way home, out on the open road. You know the song from a Goofy movie? With
yeah.
Goofy and Max?
I saw it on the road trip.
Did you really?
I did, because everyone was singing it.
Wait, last year?
Last year. Everyone
You watched a Goofy movie?
Everyone was talking about it. And so,
Were we singing Eye to Eye?
Yes. We were singing multiple things.
For the first time ever?
And then I was like, I didn't even know there was a Goofy movie. And then everyone yelled at me.
It's really good.
And then I watched it.
It's
in the
really
back of
good.
The 18-passenger Avenger van.
I miss the Avenger.
It was good.
I like your car, but it's no Avenger.
No, it's much smaller.
I was gonna say just like you, and then I like paused, then I felt mean,
No,
but then
not
and then there was silence,
People-
and then I felt creative but mean, and then I said it.
There are every so often there are people leave comments where it's like, stop picking on Corrado for his height. But if you look at my Twitter profile or my YouTube profile, I am too short for the frame. It's only like my nose up.
Yeah, your picture is just the top of your forehead.
Yeah, that's a joke on the shortness.
Yeah.
So I think it's funny because I'm too short for the camera frame.
Corrado likes short jokes, right?
Oh, they're hilarious.
Okay, good. I thought so. Okay, so anyways.
I was trying to think of a short joke that I could put in there, but I couldn't think of one.
Well, we need a short bus. So, we had a bunch of meetings today regarding Buffer Festival 2014. We talked to some hotels and some companies and some potential sponsors and some sponsors from last year that we're reconfirming from this year, and we like legally can't say who until the contract is signed. So I like can't say, and it was just a ton of talking. Like what was our first meeting? 10:30.
Yeah.
And now it's 8:44, and I have been talking.
Day. We had like what, 5, 6 meetings?
Yeah, and everyone knows I do most of the talking. I talk a lot, and today was no exception. And I am getting back into it, and got to work out the vocal muscles and chords. And yeah, and it went really well. And we're trying to make this year even better than last year. And they're like, do you have any ideas? And it's like, we have lots of ideas. We feel like we know how to make it better, and a lot of people were like, it was great, it was super organized, and we're like, okay, I'm glad you were convinced. But every year, there was so much we couldn't do last year that we want to do this year. You guys know how much of a perfectionist I am, and we've got some ideas, and we're super excited to share them. So we want to announce Buffer Festival, the dates and venues and first sponsors and partners very soon. And by that I mean within the coming weeks. We are working really hard to do that. We can't confirm these things until stupid pieces of paper with ink on them are signed with different ink that came up from someone's hands. Not ink out of your hands, because I'm not a superhero. There's ink and a pen, and the hands move the you-know-what. So, soon. And it's coming in a couple weeks, and we're doing it now. And it's so far away.
It's not that far away.
It's not that far away. It's so soon. And I can't wait. As if we're not doing enough. As if like we can never talk about Buffer things and vlogumentary things.
Right.
Because everything is like, we'll talk about it soon. Right. Which is dumb.
But it's
and
very
annoying.
Very
and frustrating.
Special to like wake up one day and you're like, today I'm gonna do tons of vlogumentary stuff.
Yeah.
And the next
it's annoying.
You switch over. And
this is not what, to be honest, this is not what I want our vlogs to be. If it was up to me, which it seems like it should be, it's not. I would just say, hey, we want this company to do this, and they're thinking about it. But only 1 in 3 things that we try to do go through. Right. Like that's like life. That's like business. That's money. When you have a thing, it's like, oh, this might happen. This crazy, amazing thing might happen, and then more than half the time, it doesn't happen. That's been the story of our lives for years and years, and every other YouTuber and every other business person tells me that that's the case for them too. More than half of crazy cool things don't happen. So when a cool company wants to do a cool thing, we always start with, okay, this probably won't happen, but blah, blah, blah. Like, this probably won't happen, but we should invent this thing called Buffer Festival. This probably won't happen, but we should make a documentary about YouTubers. We've had a bunch of ideas. This probably won't happen, but we should. Oh yeah. And there are things that don't take off, and there are companies and sponsors. There's been this person was we almost got to collab with this person, and then it didn't happen, and. And that's why these things happen the way they happen. And working, I mean, a YouTuber is not really a big deal. If it's like, oh, we were gonna collab with, you know, Craig, and we couldn't, whoop-de-doo. That's like not the end of the world. But when we're dealing with companies, they care very, 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 very much. And I wish they didn't, but I get it. And that's how it goes. And I don't love it. So if you guys are frustrated, just know that we are too. But announcements are coming soon, and that's just how it goes, which is really, really, really exciting. I just wish, I wish we could share everything always, because I'm a talker, and already I'm talking too much right now.
I was gonna say, really? This
is a really long scene in the vlog, and I am talking way too much, and I want to tell everyone everything about everything always, and I don't, and life, and I'm gonna stop talking. So cool.
So I just made a thing. Yay, food. We have this box of mashed potatoes. So I made mashed potatoes, but I didn't make from a box.
Is it cardboard?
Yeah, it's cardboard.
Like, are the mashed potatoes made out of cardboard?
No, they're delicious.
Oh.
I made these mashed potatoes for the sake of not wanting mashed potatoes. I had like a bowl of mashed potatoes because I felt like I needed to if I was gonna make them. But then I let the rest sit, and I decided to make something that's delicious. I found this on Pinterest.
House?
No, I'm not even showing how. I'm watching House. But this right here I found on Pinterest, and it's basically it's mashed potatoes with cheese and egg and flour, and then you fry them and you get this.
I just look anything in the picture.
According to the picture around, they're not, but they are delicious. I've wanted to try these for a while, but I've never really had the reason to have leftover mashed potatoes, so I just made leftover mashed potatoes without them actually being leftover. As in, I just made them and then didn't eat them. But I would highly recommend this recipe because it's delicious. They probably will not look anything like the pictures though, because that's just what happens.
Give me daily vlogs. I want them in my subscription box. I wonder who might drop by, even though sometimes it's Canada outside. So don't go away, we're here every day. It's not ApprenticeEh, it's ApprenticeEh. Hey, hey, hey.